Yeah.
Clearly, what we
Change
didn't see
shirts?
is the 7 years Reinhardt spent in juvie for this attempted murder.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Unfortunately, since I've re-edited these episodes to cut out the next time on, I don't know what the name of the episode is, because it just shows for me it's episode 4 cut. So,
it's the birth of the 13th Fleet. That was the last episode.
Was that the next time on? Yeah, I thought that was the name of the last episode.
Last episode, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying that typically we'd have like the name of the episode in my thing here because it would show me what the browser that I'm looking at is, but I don't have that in front of me, so I don't know. But then again, I wouldn't know because we don't watch the next time ons on this show. Or at least we're trying not to. I remembered this time to do the edit to cut them out, so.
Yeah. We don't get spoiled.
Yeah. I don't know, which is weird for me because I'm just so used to watching next time ons. Well, then again, when I watch my Donghua, apparently China's not big up on next time ons, so don't get that there either. It just always throws me off when I'm watching the thing and I'm talking over the ending because I have to, and then I pause at the very end to see what the next time on is, and then just a pause I have to edit out because there's no next time on.
It's over.
I'm just staring at the end screen or whatever. Although to be fair, that's worked out well with Yatagarasu because Yatagarasu seems to have like a custom art thing at the end of every episode. Well, it has the next time on, but it also has like a custom art frame of like, here's a character that was in the episode doing a cool thing.
That's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got Jason Voorhees, the army.
Yeah.
Well, noticeably, the thing that stuck out to me about their hockey mask setup is that they've got like the mesh right over the nose, so you can see their noses inside the mask.
It's weird because you also can see kind of their mouths on the side as well when they're talking. So I guess it's only here, but I guess very mustachio style, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, from the element that we can't just have no animation in this scene when we're like up on their face. It's just a very weird mask setup, I guess. I guess that's where the voice changer is. We got nothing to say about last episode?
Fascist militias. Yoy.
In this democracy?
Yeah.
I mean, again, this is the side that you chose.
Well, compared to the...
Are you saying that this is better than Thought Police? Because this is essentially the same fucking thing. Except that we all know that the Thought Police are a thing. It's not even a state secret. It's a fucking thing. Because you have to report your neighbor for shit. Whereas this is just, we're just gonna fucking show up. I'd rather the not surprise group than the surprise group. Oh man, I didn't plan for the patriotic knights to show up today. Versus the, shit, I didn't salute the Emperor's picture. Well, I better schedule that on when I'm gonna be arrested thing.
I can probably see a couple, like an arc where he has to fight the Yang and Yang have to fight the patriotic knights and somebody gets killed or something like that. You know,
I don't know. That seems so far beneath him.
Maybe. I feel like we have the whole thing guiding with trying to assassinate Reinhard.
That's the Empire side, though.
Yeah.
But then that's also pre High Admiral Reinhardt. That is just opening stuff. Also, if you talk about the assassination, that was also part of a dueling thing, and he kind of like agreed to that. By which I mean he agreed to meet the assassin out to duel.
Well, also there was an assassination in the movie Golden Wings where he had this fight at the end, and you know.
Yeah, but that was a low-ranking person. He was still low-ranking, and the guy who went after him is so far beneath his current rank now.
Oh yeah,
like that wouldn't happen now. And
the attempted assassination in the Ice Planet too.
Again, lower ranked. It's easier to accomplish when you're a member of like a squad or group. Now he's like leading fleets. And that's the situation I'm talking about when it comes to Yang. It just seems so far beneath him now. Like, I feel like most of the time we're going to see him, it's going to be out in space. The Patriotic Knights are not going to, like, show up on his ship with a bunch of clubs. Like, he's going to go back to his quarters and like, well, Dusty, like, it'd be a weird scene. Like, what's going on here?
You never know.
Because we know what would happen if that happened to Reinhardt. It's that we get another like boarding action thing where everyone shows up in their Hellgast outfits.
Yeah.
And we already know that Reinhardt and Kerchase could take care of that shit by themselves. I don't think we've ever experienced any element that Yang can stand up to a fight.
Never seen him as a fighter, but yeah.
Well, no, he doesn't have the build for it. He spends most of the time leaning against a wall. We haven't seen him once work out. I mean, technically, I don't think we've ever seen Reinhardt work out, but we've seen him prepare for stuff before.
Yeah.
I think we know who would win in a fight between Reinhardt and Yang, like fisticuffs. Because we've seen Reinhardt try to do that against a person before.
He knows how to, he's trained with fencing and on, so yeah.
Well, we've seen him go Super Saiyan, like literally in the first arc that he appears in.
Yeah. Oh, there you have it. Anything else?
I mean, it's up to you. I've been saying most of the shit.
I know. You covered everything that I wanted to say, so it was like, and went beyond, so what can I say?
All right. Well, that said, I guess there's nothing left to do but hop on in and see what we get.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button.
Hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I don't know what it is.
So the question of is, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say a personal thing. You go ahead first.
No, I think the question of the episode is how? Because unless we immediately get a change of one of the main characters, how Yang is going to survive this, both politically and militarily.
I mean, it's essentially the same situation that Reinhardt gets constantly put in.
Yeah.
Either you run away and you have nothing left for career advancement anymore for the rest of your life, essentially, or you die and you have nothing left for career advancement for the rest of your life, essentially.
So how do I have a life left?
Yeah, I mean, technically, but it's the same statement. Still true.
So he has to get a win out of this without being destroying the third fleet. But I don't think he's going to take on Isolon and take it down fleet. In the third episode.
You're not good with numbers today.
13 fleets.
You said third fleet.
No, 13.
No, you did say third fleet, though. That's what I'm saying. I'm correcting you to say 13.
Yeah.
You did this earlier, too, with the, ironically, other fleets.
Yeah. Unlucky number 2, right? You're
just
getting the 13th fleet.
Has nothing to do with this show lessons, but can you tell me once again which side Bunzo is? The number.
Side 1? Side 3, actually.
Okay. You did say side 1 first, though, which we have to take as your first answer. Game show rules.
Oh, this is Odin.
I think it is. Well, I guess it is. We got both the name and the title. So the sculptor said, what does the Vatican have? Pikes? We're going to give these guys axes. As he promised back during the battle. In my lap. We killed John Robert Lapp to make that joke.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that in the palace, but sure.
I think it's safer. I'm going to throw this out there too. I don't think it's going to be a spoiler or anything. In Dinu Thesis, they imply listening devices are all over the goddamn place. They have not once implied it here, so... The Empire. A place where razors never existed. God, this music. It's like the victory music of a Disney movie.
Yeah.
恐れ入ります。これもひとえに陛下のご意向の賜物でございます。
How you drunkenly stumbled out of the room after promising me a promotion.
Yeah.
アスターテ世紀における反乱軍討伐の功績により
It's interesting because I see you mentioned this before. Japanese language is subject, object, verb, and we're used to subject, verbs, object. So that's why we sometimes get reversed.
Very weirdly, I don't remember the last time I brought that up to you was, but like literally 2 days ago I recorded a thing where I went through that whole conversation point too. And a comment, somebody responded to the fact that I don't listen to what they're saying, but I'm just reading the text. Ironically, also on subject was the fact that it seemed like he read the thing a little bit first because he didn't know what it said and then said it out loud.
Oh, this asshole again.
He's not really an asshole. Unless you mean the guy with the purple scar, in which case I don't really know.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about Muckenberger. I mean, I agree with this guy. It's my whole breakdown of the fight.
careful you don't trip there.
Be funny.
Yeah.
It's a meaningful moment for my guy, but can't not admit it wouldn't be funny. That's right, how many double negatives were in that sentence?
Oh, this guy.
I like this guy.
Yeah,
I like this guy from Die New Thesis. He looks so much different from Die New Thesis.
What the hell is it? Yes.
Well, he just explained it for you.
Oh.
光コンピューターを組み込んであって、こいつのおかげで不自由せずに済んでいるが、どうにも寿命が短くて。戦勝を受けられたのですか？いや、生まれつきです。もし私がルドルフ大帝の時代に生まれていたら、劣悪遺伝子排除法に引っかかって処分されていたでしょう。
See, I didn't get the conversation that they had in Gaiden when I was watching Die New Thesis, so this was just like new information.
機関はどこの部隊に所属しておいでです。この度、イゼルロン要塞中流艦隊の幕僚を拝命しました。
So I guess that is actually more recent. The thing about the genetic.
Yeah, he said he was born of a different Kaiser.
Yeah,
He
that wasn't
wouldn't
the
be
thing.
here.
Really? Because you seem like the enemy before.
What are you talking
In all those
about?
conversations.
No.
Isn't he the guy who's making all the conversations behind?
Nope. But I think we've seen him once before now. If we were following the rule of not being drawn as a main character, as I typically do follow, I think I'd be drawn as
Yeah.
Oberstein.
Mm.
I like him.
Well, I guess there's somewhere else. So that's
Don't
why-
jump
oh,
out of a
okay.
moving vehicle.
Yeah.
You're talking about
Not following
the
Disney rules.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're talking about the ambulators. I think that's the word we used before. Ambulators. That could have ended him faster.
Yeah.
You know, I was just noticing the flowers too and thinking that the most unrealistic. They're in pots. Oh no, okay, no, that's a flashback. I was thinking that the most unrealistic thing is we've never seen a gardener. I don't think Anna Rose is tending to the flowers.
I gotta find out what's in the language of flowers those flowers mean. Oh, this
Man,
is.
I wouldn't even know which ones they are. This is a problem I have when I'm watching Apothecary Diaries, is that the plants sometimes are very important, and I just don't know what I'm looking at. Siegfried, is it just me, or do we both have adult heads on child's bodies? Reinhard's face is not going to change for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
君は僕と友達になりに来たんだろ?
And again, for anyone who's just joining us for this part, we watched all of Gaiden. We've seen this before. This guy looks like a guy who enjoys onion pie. Again, I hate onions, so that's just a negative prospect all around.
Oh, the flip of the hair. Yeah.
He just hit puberty. Gotta go to his room to do something very specific. What are these feelings?
Yeah. He just caught feelings.
I wish this door had a lock on it. That thing that literally just happened?
Yeah.
Also, oddly, already incorrect. She had both hands on her legs when she said that. She was reaching out to touch him when she was saying that.
Also, went to I guess they did go to school together.
Well, at that point, just step on his leg, break his fucking leg. Or slap him, whatever. Be a bitch. I want to see the kid who treats school the same way everyone treats prison. Go to school and beat up the biggest kid. Also, teacher had nothing to say.
Yeah, no.
Bitch, I slapped you in the face on my own. What are you talking about? I mean, you left yourself wide open. Whoa, a little bit too far there, buddy. It's a bit... Murder, man? Your sister hasn't even been kidnapped yet, man.
Yeah.
This is before the Emperor took her. Yeah, I mean, good on that other kid for having, like, a stone-hard head. He hit him, like, 4 or 5 times. Stick it in the fountain, because it's evidence of your crime.
Yeah.
Clearly, what we didn't see is the 7 years Reinhardt spent in juvie for this attempted murder.
Yeah. They're gonna jump in there? Yeah, they're gonna jump in there. Yeah. Yeah, Siegfried, Reinhardt's a little murderer. Oh my god. Oh, there's the onion pie right there.
And all because he said we can hide under her skirt? You saw this in Gaiden already.
Yeah.
Well, you just act surprised. Like, you've seen this scene already. I think that's literally where the onion pie joke comes from. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's made of onions. I like how he agreed in a sound that almost also sounded like a motorcycle revving. Yes!
Yosh. And that's when they're escorting her out. Yep.
And this is when you choose not to beat someone's head in with a rock. Also, as we learned from Golden Wings, the situation around this is just fucking insane.
Yeah.
One of his servants reported to him, hey, I saw a woman walking down the street that looked good. It's more than 10 pieces of silver. Also, remember in Golden Wings, it was a card. I mean, he's got a point.
承知している。
How could you agree she's a minor? Is she? I think she was a
I
minor.
don't know. I would hope not. Because you understand why the Kaiser's taking her. So
Yeah.
hopefully not for nothing. Another problem that I also have with Apothecary Diaries. The former emperor is a pedophile. It's a major plot point. But no, I'm saying that somebody told the Kaiser that I saw a beautiful woman walking down the street. Billions of people. How many servants does this man have? And he's like, that's the one. Based on what you just said, that's the one.
Yeah.
I would imagine if he's doing this sort of thing, he would bring in all of these women from across the empire and he'd have like some sort of contest? Like, I don't know. Ewing?
姉さん姉さん姉さん
Well, we know what kind of car Reinhard would like to drive.
Not a Nessa, not Nissan.
I heard what I heard.
あなたには未来が
Yeah.
自分の未来が
姉さんには
あなたはそれを大切に
Though it's beyond me how Nissan hasn't made an anime-style commercial with a bunch of characters who are just crying for Nissan.
Yeah. I'm sure. I think that Char has done commercials for.
Yeah, but I
for-
mean very specifically, as dumb Americans, we're just going to hear Nissan when
Yeah.
they say that.
Yeah.
So you can easily
Nissan.
craft a commercial where it seems like so many different anime characters are sad that they're not getting a Nissan. Nissan!
短い間だったけどいろいろありがとう
I'm keeping this one in the spank bank. Every time
damn
he's touched.
Yeah. You're out of touch. You're out of time, baby.
You'd almost feel like Kirchase never went home ever again, even though he lives next door.
Oh, there's always that situation where a kid kind of hangs out with his best friend's family because that's just more convenient for them, rather than just hanging together. I've seen that happen.
I mean, I did that.
Yeah.
ラインハルト
I want to spend so much time over our friend's house, they had to go find me. I mean, like, days on end, I was just sleeping on their couch. It had to be Final Fantasy VII, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that face.
誰だキルヒアイスこんな時間に散歩
I thought he was going to get ambushed by that kid he almost murdered. That kid's got to turn into somebody. There's got to be a revenge plot.
ブラスターそんな
Also, you're pointing at me, you asshole. That's not gun good safety. That's not gun good safety. What the fuck?
本気なのいいからキルヒアイスは早く帰れよでも
And what's the plan? Who are you going to kill?
Yeah. Everybody in the palace?
Is he on Odin right now? I don't know. Is that established?
I think they're all in Odin, yeah.
Also,
Was
was
well,
no
these
gate
people-
or
well,
anything?
what-
He just like ran
Yeah.
straight there. Oh, thank
Where
God
they
that
gone?
one security guard was doing his job.
追ってこないねあ
And again, that other wow, she's got a lot going on back there, don't she?
Nah, I think that's just a dress, but sure.
Yeah, I know they've got those giant things that go out on the inside of the dress, but
反乱軍と戦争しているはずだな
that other kid never reported him for bashing him in. Like he didn't go to like,
じゃあ
who did this to you when
I
he
mean,
goes to
the kid
report
could have
the
been
medical thing?
terrified. He would have been terrified to report him, right?
Oh,
Oh, my
fuck no,
God.
you're not terrified when you're not in the presence of the person.
戦争なんかに行かないよ上級貴族だもんつまり他人の痛みなんか知ったことじゃないというわけだ姉さん
No, that's not your. Whoa.
Yeah, she has different ears. Anna Rose keeps her ears tucked away in her hair.
Nope.
Arguably prettier.
小僧、ここは貴様のような子供の来るところではないぞ。離せ。
Oh.
おお。そのような物騒なもの、どうしたのだ。
Pretty carefree.
こらこら、
Yeah.
子供のおもちゃではないのだぞ。
Yeah, would you think it was an actual children's toy? Like, maybe this is how he joins the academy so early. He gets forced into it for this crazy ass fucking thing he's doing.
Yeah.
Never mind, didn't get caught.
Oh, everybody's gonna see him. I mean,
No,
I know
no,
what's
clearly
gonna
they don't
happen.
pursue him for his stuff.
They're gonna show up in his father's house next day. Like, listen, we gotta bring him in. Either
I bet
we
you
bring
that
him
they
in
don't.
or-
I bet you that
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Well, for society that has, I mean, he was threatening nobles, so yeah.
We assume they could be upper middle class.
力が欲しい。
Just rich enough to look that way, but not rich enough to afford the title that you can buy.
奴らの言うことを黙って聞かなくても済むだけの力がいるんだ。相手が貴族なら貴族をしのぐ力を。相手が皇帝なら皇帝を。
Whoa, buddy.
ラインハルト、
Don't point at me.
これ一つじゃ何もできやしない。キルヒアイス、僕は幼年学校へ行って軍人になる。
Assuming I don't get arrested.
手に入れる一番早い方法だ。
The destruction of property, threatening a noble or nobles.
僕が軍人
Endangering a minor.
ジーク
Yeah.
Attempted murder of a minor. Again, I just don't think anything comes of anything he does as a child.
Which is kind of dumb.
He beat a kid's head in with a rock, nothing. Pointed a gun at a bunch of people at a party. Witness.
And shot it. Ostensibly, that's his father's gun, right?
I don't know. Hey, where'd that kid with the gun go? Oh, wait.
There he is. Yeah.
And got away with it.
Yeah.
Legit, how are these nobles stay nobles? It seems like it'd be incredibly easy to rob
出て
them.
ましたね、ジーク。
アンネローゼ様もご息災で何よりです。
ジーク、そんな他人行儀な言い方はおやめなさい。
はい。
Is he?
さあ、入ってちょうだい。コーヒーを入れましょう。それと、ケルシーのケーキもね。
I mean, I take plum cake over onion cake. Or onion pie.
Pie, onion pie.
回せ
Yeah.
ますよ。
まあ、
We should align our tastes.
やれやれ。
We shall align our tastes.
Well, I mean, it looked like she made a chocolate cake the last time we saw her. And them food.
もうしばらくの辛抱です。いずれアンネローゼ様はラインハルト様のもとにお戻りになり
Yes,
ます。
please say it there where she can hear you, what you're saying.
宇宙も手に入れてやる。そうだな。はい。
Camera does some weird things sometimes.
Yeah. I guess the guns are relatively silent.
And that's when the
so
bullet
nobody-
traveled through space, hit the reactor of the ship that Yang's dad was on, causing it to go into meltdown, killing Yang's dad.
ラインハルト・フォン・ローエングラムもジークフリード・キルヒアイスも未だその長き戦いの途上にあった。
And
The
no
Afterglow,
charges
the
were
Emperor.
pressed.
Yeah.
It's insane. This has gotta be... Okay, we're only 4 episodes in, but it's gotta be the worst episode.
Yeah, it
It-
just seems kind of dumb.
It's very
did much better.
entertaining. I can't get that,
Yeah,
but logically, how am I supposed... This is like me believing when Reinhardt flew between the 2 fleets and didn't die. It's like,
yeah.
Reinhardt should have died there. Reinhardt should have been thrown in prison. Like, this is, again, she's not even taken by the Kaiser yet. Like, we know that she's bought, but hasn't been taken. So, I don't think that the Kaiser would have defended her at the moment. So, I mean, defended him at the moment for any reason. And again, he almost murdered that kid before she ever got taken.
Yeah. Yeah, that was particularly brutal. right? Because one thing is to kick him, but taking the rock and just beat him over the head with it, he could
Over
have
a
killed
what are
him.
you gonna do? I bet you're still
Yeah.
hiding under your sister's skirt. It's like,
Yeah.
is that the big thing? Also, why do we get 2 kids? Sorry, in the ending shot, there's the 2 kids he walks past, and then they're all together, and it's like,
Yeah.
implying that all of these people are important. So who are those 2 fucking kids? And I guess the cat.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't know, man. I don't know how to encapsulate
It
this
could be
into
that Yang gets
everything.
married. No, but that woman was with somebody else, so I don't think that.
Well, we know what's her name set him up with, or will set him up, according to the narrator, that other girl that he hasn't met yet. I think it was implied that they won't meet for 5 years. No, that was she won't meet with Gang again for 5 more years. Yeah, again, I just don't know how all this like aligns. Like, oh, there was that time that Reinhardt just ran into a party with a gun, waving it around, and nothing happened. Even though he's known, he's a known figure.
Yeah. Also, these guards seem to be pretty heavily armed with assault rifles running all over the place. So yeah.
Well, they respond to everything.
Yeah.
Well, the same way that when the duel happened and they're like, nope, this duel's over. Bunch of guys ride in on a horseback with guns. Just the same guards all over the place.
Yeah, the police are always there. Because it's a police state.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
I mean, order's got to be maintained at all times, right? Except for when kids are getting their heads beaten in by rocks or a child is waving a gun around at a party. These are the 2 things that we've all agreed are acceptable in society. Otherwise, how else are we going to determine which kid is the strongest? And if you can't tell a child's gun from a real gun, maybe you don't deserve to be whatever the guy was. So survival of the fittest land.
Yeah, school is a battle royale. Yeah. We left these rocks here just in case kids need them to,
Well, when he's trying to trip him in the classroom, and I said you just stomp on his leg and break his leg, seems to me that would have gone over fine, apparently.
Yeah.
Considering what would have been less worse than the rock would have been.
I don't think he was in the same kid. It was some other kid.
I don't know. It's just the harshness that he treated one thing versus, like, the dude literally is like, go ahead, I'm going to fucking trip you, inflict physical harm on you. The other kid's like, I said a bad thing about your sister. That's death. And the other guy is, how dare you?
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. He goes hard.
Again, though, it's the element that nobody said anything about either thing. He was just able to go on into his life. I think it would have made more sense if the punishment was that he was put in a military school. And that's just where he followed instead of, oh, I chose to go to military school.
It'd be nice if I joined military school so I could bash more people with bigger rocks, I guess.
Or
chips lasers.
I just prefer people get consequences for their actions in anime. I hate plot armor. So the element that he just gets away with it, it's like, that doesn't make any sense, especially in this police state.
Yeah, because he said he's at best a minor noble, the son of a minor noble. So no, there's no way they would.
And again, the element that he bashes the kid's head in with the rock before, well, he doesn't bash it in, but he attacks the kid with a rock before any association with the Kaiser. But maybe you're right. Maybe it is an element of that he is the most minor of nobles. But even then, I think there'd be some sort of investigation.
Beast.
You get the anime scene that would then tell us why he can get away with some stuff. They show up at the house. They do a little bit of investigation. They realize that he is the lowest ranked noble. And then be like, oh, well, the other kid was a commoner, so I guess we just gotta fucking let it go.
I guess what they were trying to do, again, because this that didn't show in the movie, and this is the first time it happens, we want to establish the background between these 2 characters. They kind of sped through it, right? Like, oh, we're gonna do it very quickly. And it's like, okay, he's a badass that can take on bigger guys than he is. So we're gonna have him do that. He is also, Kirchais is the force that tempers him, right? Because otherwise he probably would end up killing that kid, right? Unless Kirchai showed up like, hey, don't kill him, stop fighting, you don't do that, right? Their relationship between each other. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's like the message they want to send is that no matter how capable Reinhardt is, he's also a bit of a loose cannon. Without Kirchheis to be there to literally restrain him, he would have just
You
completely- it
say
has to
that
be
we
the
kind
two
of
of them.
sped through it. I think this episode was more than the child backstory that we got in Gaiden altogether. Plus, this was additional scenes that we didn't
Golden
get
Wings.
in Gaiden.
We got them in Golden Wings, which was the money.
I don't even consider that. Well, I mean, in Golden Wings, that's what, maybe like 3 minutes? Primarily the scene of them walking down the street, the mother and the dad. Sorry, the mother being killed. That piece of information that never really comes back at any point.
But it is in Golden Wings that we learned that the father got paid for it.
As I indicated in the scene where it's happening here, where they're pouring out coins, I told you. Well, actually, no, it happens in Gaiden too. Yeah, well, I think it's in Gaiden that we get shown the card. As I said, he got a card before that had money on it, and now it's coins.
Coins, yeah.
But I guess that's all from the element that this is, 10-ish years before Gaiden. So, back when we all used giant gold coins.
Apparently. There were no ATM cards.
Well, you remember that Mario collected coins because it was a biography of an actual plumber. How I got rich fishing coins from the sewer.
Yeah. And also, I think this is might be one of the reasons why we have so many episodes. Like I was expecting, we're going to dive in directly into Attack on Eisenhorn. It's like, no. We got to give you a background on Kirchheis and
well, I thought we were going to do this
Reinhard,
anyway.
yeah.
Not this specific thing, but I told you before that the end credits on Die New Thesis was a back and forth because the episodes would tend to go back and forth. A Reinhard episode, a Yang episode, a Reinhard episode. Not always, but it would tend to go that way. So I think the element is even of the Astartes Star Zone fight was a Reinhardt-centric part of the fight and then a Yang-centric part of the fight. So if the last episode was the Yang-centric side, well, technically the last episode... Sorry, I guess I would have started with... The Astartes thing is both characters, technically, so episode 3 would have been the Yang thing, which was, what happens to Yang after the battle. And then this is Reinhardt after the battle, plus when he was a kid. Anything else?
Not a great episode.
Yeah. Well, only because it didn't make sense. I think it was fine for what it was, but it's the worst episode out of 4, so...
So far, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that being everything, then once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions. Yes, rock on. No, that's love. Rock on.
This is Rock On.
And this is Rock On. Sorry, this is Rock On. You did this, which I don't actually remember what this stands for.
Yeah.
It's the one in the... Anyway, we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?